All new at 11, several Broward County defense attorneys are demanding a review of potentially hundreds of criminal cases following the firing of a senior toxicologist at the Broward Medical Examiner's office. She was dismissed for falsifying a document.
But prosecutors say the situation is being blown out of proportion and did not affect any criminal cases. So is it an isolated error or a cover-up? CBS 4's Carey investigates.
The Broward Medical Examiner's Office fired senior toxicologist Nadra Nash-Montgomery last year for falsifying data. The issue occurred during a routine analysis of DUI blood samples. CBS 4 News obtained internal medical examiner's office documents alleging that Nash-Montgomery willfully changed the file name on the test. Then she disregarded a directive by her supervisor not to change the information and changed it anyway, leading to falsifying critical forensic documentation. Nash-Montgomery was fired for what the office called severe misconduct, which could jeopardize their accreditation and impact the credibility of the laboratory.
Her judgment was not sound.
Gordon Weeks is the chief assistant public defender for Broward County. He believes all of Nash-Montgomery's recent cases need to be reviewed.
If she exercised or exhibited poor judgment in her testing, that needs to be put front and center on every case that she was involved in.
Weeks believes the bigger problem is not the one sample, but what it potentially signifies.
If you're going to make a mistake and then try to cover it up as if no mistake had ever occurred, then that calls into question whether you can be believed or not.
Broward County prosecutors see it differently. They say this was a technical error that has not affected any criminal cases.
In a state attorney's office memo, prosecutors wrote that this issue had no impact on the data produced. The error was simply in the procedure of how she corrected the name, date of the file. Prosecutors say there was no issue as to the accuracy of the test performed. Prosecutors also say that all toxicology reports are triple checked before they're signed off on. Defense attorneys, though, are skeptical.
If you don't do it right, it affects the integrity of the entire system.
Defense attorney Alan Bernstein says he's been trying to get answers for months about how many cases Nash-Montgomery handled. He even went to the medical examiner's office lab and snapped these photos of the equipment used to test blood samples. He says the handling of data and evidence must be beyond reproach.
Is there any evidence that any of the cases she worked on have been compromised in any way?
We don't have any of the cases. All we have is the state attorney saying no.
And that's not good enough.
I don't think it's good enough. Then you don't need defense lawyers. You just want to trust what the state attorney's office tells you. We did our investigation. We're fine.
For most of her 12 years at the medical examiner's office, Nash-Montgomery's work earned glowing reviews, but apparently there were problems. In documents we obtained, her bosses wrote of a number of reporting and documentation errors and a failure to grasp essential aspects of forensic toxicology, pharmacology, analytical chemistry, data review, data interpretation, data evaluation, and data reporting. All of which makes Bernstein wonder why the medical examiner's office allowed Nash-Montgomery to continue working in such a critical position.
Today, I received this copy of a letter from the Broward Public Defender's Office. They sent it to the state attorney's office today as well. In it, they asked for an audit of all the cases handled by this former senior toxicologist. They also write in the letter, we demand that you retest specimens analyzed by Ms. Nash-Montgomery to ensure the integrity of the evidence you have used to prosecute members of our community. The state attorney's office told me they're looking into the letter. They also reiterated that all the evidence is triple checked at the medical examiner's office before leaving the lab. I spoke several times off camera with Ms. Nash-Montgomery. I was hopeful she would share her story with us, but she did not. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Carey, CBS 4 News Tonight.